Squarespace is finally catching up in the animation department. I am so excited for the latest release of animations, and I'm going to show you what they are, where to find them, and how to add them to your website. Squarespace has been behind in the animation department, and I've often just been really frustrated that they have not caught up with even Wix on the animations. So to have these animations finally available and so much customization at our fingertips is so big. Like, this is huge. So thank you, Squarespace, for finally getting these animations. Also, keep in mind that animations are awesome, yes, but with great power comes great responsibility. So we don't want to overdo it and distract from the overall message of our website, because really the goal of a website is to have your viewer or clients or future clients take action. And if they are too distracted by all the animations that are happening on your website that they can't focus and they can't find your call to actions or understand what you're offering, then it's not doing its job. So we want to do some animations, but not overdo the animations. All right, well, let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick an example of some of the animations that Squarespace has added. You probably would not expect this to be a Squarespace website when you see animations coming in from the side on scroll. And that's exactly what we have here on this website. We have objects and text moving in as you scroll. So see, as I scroll up, they can go back, and as you scroll down, they go back. So it is all dependent on the scroll, which I love. And we have some more here, and we have some more here. We can do that same animation with a vertical movement, so objects can move up and down as well as side to side. Okay, so where are these animations at? How can you adjust them? Where can you find them? So we're gonna go into our back end of Squarespace and we're gonna hit edit. Now the cool thing about these animations is you can do them on both text and images and shapes. So if you click on the pencil icon, just like you would with any editing, we're gonna see that there is now a tab at the top that says Content Design Animation. So this is a new tab that hasn't been there before. So it might be hard to see if you're just used to content and design. Pay attention to the animation link at the top. So let me remove this right now so we can see what it will look like. So when you first go on animation, you're not going to see anything there. So you're gonna have to press this link to get started. So here's all the fun stuff that you can do. So we can see that there's different triggers, and if you click on the top, you can have the animation happen on hover when your cursor goes over the image. When you press on it, it can loop continuously. It can happen on scroll, which is what I just showed you. It can happen as it appears when you scroll onto the page, or it can follow you. So if you click on hover, it will show you all the animations that are available. So we have a grow, a lift, a look, and if we click on it, it'll give you an example of what it looks like. So it kind of lifts it. And then these little adjusting bars allow you to get really specific with the direction of it, with the scale of how much it turns, those kind of things. So you can get really specific on how you want it to look. So if we just go through what I showed you, which was the object moving up on scroll. So we're gonna click on scroll, and you can see we have the parallax, which moves it, twirls. We can move it in from the side, it can roll in, it can drop down, or it can zoom out. So I had it move in, but it defaults from moving from the side. So how we get it to go top to bottom is we're gonna hit that edit tool. And now you see there's a start button, an end button, and a timing button. And even there's opacity as well, which is super cool because you can make it disappear as it starts or ends. You can rotate it. So the offset is this, there's an XY axis, there's an X axis and a Y axis. So if you don't want it to move left or right, we're gonna move this. You could type in 0 here, or you can move the bar till it gets to 0, and that will put it right back where it originated from. So we want it to start from the bottom, and we're gonna have it go to the top. So we're gonna move this as the start position being at the bottom, okay? And then the end position will be in the middle. I'm actually gonna move it a little bit. Oops, I did scale. You will see if you hit the wrong button. We're gonna go up a little bit. Okay, and you can hit the preview button at the bottom, and then you can see how the animation will look. So let's see another example of the animations. As you can see here, we've got a continuous loop going for our most popular tag, which really captures your attention. Also, if there's a button that you really want people to push, sometimes having an animation on that button will really catch people's eyes and make them want to push it. So those would be the continuous loop. So if we click on this text box, we click on the pencil icon, we go to animation, you can see the trigger is the on loop. So it means continuously going. And we have the breathe one, which makes it go in and out. There's also the look, the float, the spin, the hop, and the roll. Other things that are really great for buttons would be the on the press. So saying if you pushed on it, it actually looks as if the button is getting pushed or moving. So this is on press, and we have a few options here. On up here is similar to the animations that Squarespace already has, which is as the page loads, that's when you'll see the animation. So as the page is loading, things are starting to move, but they go into place. So it's a very subtle animation, which is nice. And Squarespace already has some subtle animations for the entire page. So for instance, if you go into the site styles, which is the paintbrush icon at the top, and we go to miscellaneous, you'll see animations, and then these apply to the entire page. So everything will have a subtle animation as your page loads. And then we have, so something's moving, and I do recommend having this. It just adds a little bit of animation without being too overwhelming. I hope you're as excited about the animations as I am. I can't wait to start using these in my websites for my clients. Are you going to be using the new animations? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.